You guys came back from from Denver and figuring, 7-game homestand. And I know there was the sense that, okay, now it's a time to sort of get some momentum going, lose the first two. How important was it to come out tonight and and take this thing?
Every game is important for us during this stretch, and to show a little resiliency after the last two games we've had. Orlando's been playing great. They're very physical, and that's been kind of our weakness, trying not to foul and give up offensive rebounds and all of those things. And after the first quarter, we dug in and executed and just, play with a great competitive spirit, and we needed it bad. So definitely a great win. It's always nice to kind of, settle the storm a little bit and, get back on the right track. Now you got to, like we always say, you got to do something about it to kind of back it up. So we gave ourselves a good opportunity to do that playing against Denver on Thursday.
Looked like there were a couple of segments in the game when you really kind of, mostly on ball, just decided you're going to do what it needs to be done. Was there a certain mindset that you carried through that parts of the game?
It's always about just taking what the defense gives you, knowing when you can be aggressive. I think from really the start of the game, I kind of saw the pictures really well on, where a help side was going to be, and when I had the ball, mostly at the top of the key, being able to get downhill into the paint. And then kind of soften the defense up. We got the ball moving a couple of times where I got some open catch and shoot looks. And once we stopped fouling, we got the tempo where we want it, playing in transition, and that always helps us, kind of create good momentum. So I thrive in those type of, situations.
Steph, speaking of momentum, how much is it going to affect you guys? Maybe if GP2 is out for any length of time, he left the hamstring strain and don't know his status, of course.
I want to just feel bad for him because, ever since last year, he's been working really hard to get his body and where it needs to be to play the way that he wants to play and impact the game the way that he can. And, it's just unfortunate these injuries pop up that, take his availability away. So you just think about him and the rehab process. I don't know any of the details of where he's at, but hopefully he gets back soon and can just play for a sustained amount of time to really show how he impacts our team on both ends of the floor. You saw it tonight, just an energy boost, and he changed the game for us. So I know he loves to be out there. I just feel bad for him.
Steph, you mentioned getting into the paint. How conscious and crucial was it? You missed your first few threes, but then you had 3 or 4 nice twos in a row, kind of mid-range, and it seemed like that kind of sprung you and the team.
Yeah, again, it's just taking what the defense gives you. Like, it's very rare when I have more 2-point shots than 3-point shots. So that's just kind of getting settled in, not forcing stuff. And I think the last maybe 3 games, there's been times where I've pressed a little bit, and that's where I said I need to play better in those stretches where even if it's not me getting the shot, just making the right decisions. Obviously, I didn't shoot the ball great when I did have decent looks, but again, just keeping things simple. And it was nice to get a little bit of flow and get a little bit momentum on our side, and then we capitalized on it in the second half too. So, everything kind of worked in our favor that way.
What do you think of the new starting lineup and really kind of just more the whole reconfigured rotation this time around?
No, we're going to keep experimenting because there hasn't been one look that's worked consistently, and that's just the situation we've been in all year. It was not pretty for the first 3 minutes tonight, but then we responded pretty well. I know there was a couple subs that came in, but we responded well to win that first quarter, which is huge. We haven't won many first quarters over the course of the first 30 whatever games, so it's on us to play better, to play more physical, to stop fouling, giving up offensive rebounds, the simple things that even if you're outmatched size-wise, like you can play physical and do something about it. We had a really soft start tonight, so the challenge is to stay locked in no matter what rotate or what you know, 5-man kind of rotation is coach puts out there. We're all going to get an opportunity, and until we truly find an identity of what works, that's the challenge for our team right now.
What's your swing of emotions at the end of the first half when you get the and 1-3, but then you guys obviously give up the
I gave up that. You can put that on me.
there.
I definitely did that. I mean, that's the simple things that we haven't done well to execute. And honestly, those could be, kind of swing possessions that change the momentum. Coach McKillop used to call it, Big Mo going into halftime, and it was a tough break that I lost Gary in transition, not knowing how much time was left. Thankfully, we responded and didn't affect us in the second half. But those are the things from a focus and execution standpoint that I got to get better at. We all got to get better at if we're going to take that next leap as a team.
Steph, what are your thoughts on Banchero, and is he starting to become one of the notable players in the league?
I mean, he's been playing great all year. I think he's evolved to – he just seems like he's playing way more patient, knowing he can get he's such a physical player. Him and FRANZ Wagner, like, they can pretty much get wherever they want. It's just a matter of, them, making or missing just because they're, that physical and, skilled with the ball. But they've both taken a leap, and that's reflected in their record. And, yeah, 2 young guys that are starting to figure it out, and they're tough. It's not really going to be a one-on-one type situation. You got to have all 5 guys ready to defend because they're kind of becoming game changers on that front. So they got a good thing going for some young guys that are, running a team.
I think just some stuff didn't go our way. I thought we fought really hard, played together. They made some shots, we missed some shots. Some calls went their way, some calls didn't go our way. So, sometimes it's just how it goes.
Turnovers against different teams can mean different things, but, how much does a team like that make you pay when you turn the ball over?
Yeah, I mean, they got some guys over there who, you can't just give them extra opportunities because they'll take advantage, and that's what happened tonight. So, we just got to take it, learn from it, and, we got to play another good team tomorrow, so we got to be ready.
Against that team, there can be shooting disparities. Did you like the looks that you guys were getting overall?
Man, I mean, I don't know how many in and outs we shot tonight, but I know I shot like 4. I know a couple other guys did, so, that's tough because those are good looks, those are good shots that are right there about to go in. And, sometimes that's just how it works out. So you can't get discouraged. You got to keep shooting, because, those are all great shots.
Paolo, we didn't have the chance to ask you this after the other night's game, but when you hear guys like KD and Brad Beal speak very highly as they did of you and Franz after the game in Phoenix, your coach constantly pushing you for All-Star, just what do those comments mean for you?
They mean a lot, just gaining respect from your peers. You like to see that, like to hear that. It's just a testament, to the work that we do, and how we play together, and how hard we play. Brad, KD, rest of those guys, they've done stuff that we want to do, and those guys are well established in the league. So, we're we're the future. We're coming up. So, getting their stamp is always great.
You'll have another contest against a team who plays in a similar fashion tomorrow in Sacramento. Yeah. Just how much can you take the lessons from tonight and apply them to that matchup tomorrow?
Yeah, I think turnovers is going to be a big thing, taking care of the ball, not giving them transition opportunities, is going to be huge. You know, they get out and run, they really shoot the ball. So, you know, I think take care of the ball, and then, you know, just doing what we do, attacking the paint, defending. You know, obviously they got a lot of weapons, so it's going to be a challenge, but, you know, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm excited.
Franz, as you look at tonight's contest, what did you see as the difference for the outcome?
I thought it was just the fourth quarter and a little bit of the third. For the most part, we did a solid job of defending the three-point line. Obviously, Steph, super hard to guard and hit a couple tough ones, but I think at the end they got a couple bad cuts. I think overall in the game we probably had too many turnovers. I haven't looked at the stats or anything like that, but yeah, against good teams, those are the small things that'll be the game.
You know, you touched on it a little bit there, but turnovers against different teams can mean different things. How much do they as a team can really make you pay for giving the ball away?
Yeah, they're super tough to guard in transition. Obviously, trying to find all their shooters. I think I got guys that know how to play and cut and play off of that. So that's even harder in transition than in a half court. So not just turnovers, but also bad shots. But honestly, for the most part, I thought we played a solid game. Like I said, a couple areas that we got to improve on.
You know, a lot of times when teams play them, there is a shooting disparity. But did you like the looks that you guys were getting as a group?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I think it's sometimes tough to, you look back on the game and you feel like stuff isn't working. But I think over the last couple of games we're getting good looks, and we're getting the looks that we're trying to take. So we just gotta stay with it, and like I said, clean up some of those turnovers, and I think that would make a huge difference.
You'll prep for a Sacramento team tomorrow that plays in a similar fashion. How much can you take the lessons from tonight and apply them to Sacramento?
Yeah, very similar. Obviously, super fast pace, a lot of shooting, a lot of off-ball screening. So it'll be same type of effort required tomorrow, mentally and physically. I think it's tough to play guys like that. So we gotta be ready tomorrow.